There is no such thing as an easy cross-country race. As the riders line up, they know exactly how difficult the task is ahead of them. Gruesome uphills, really technical descents with a max heart rate at peak for the entire 90 minutes. But there's one course that's a little bit harder than all the rest. We're in Vallnord, Andorra for the 6th round of the UCI Mercedes-Benz Cross Country World Cup, and the conditions are mind-blowing. We're near 2,000 metres above sea level, which means there's 25% less oxygen in the air. And if that wasn't enough, it's been above 30 degrees all week. So managing yourself as a professional athlete in these extreme conditions adds a whole new dynamic to the weekend. This is one of those stops where mentally we're going to see who exactly has what it takes. We have had the news that Jenny Rissved, Jolanda Neff and Sina Fry are all not going to be racing due to unforeseen circumstances. Add that to Evie Richards and Loana Lecomte. Well, the women's field doesn't look quite how we're used to, but what that does do is give an opportunity for other athletes to come to the fore, and who can take advantage of conditions like these and get some much needed points for the overall.
And we're underway then in Andorra. And a big climb just to get the riders fully out of breath the minute they leave the start gate. Probably the hardest climb on the World Cup circuit, definitely on a day like this. Fully exposed in the sun. Terpstra to the lead then, the woman that won it in 2019, the last time we raced it. Pretty harsh out there, but dry and dusty like this. Rocky, we might see some punches today as well. Yeah, and things go wrong in this dust quick.
You don't see anything.
It's a gap from Terpstra already, but
she's very fast.
Oh no! Well, really bad luck for Rebecca McConnell, then the series leader with that flat rear tyre. But no problem for Terpstra out front at the moment.
Terpstra's looking good.
She is.
Mitterwallner, 58 seconds back, 9th place.
Keep an eye on her today. And here is Rebecca McConnell then.
Real change for her.
But no one at the moment on the pace of this lady, and Terpstra out front.
A strong chasing group it is.
They're going to have to boogie soon on these climbs, Bart, if they want to catch Terpstra.
Here we see Mitterwallner coming.
Wow, 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 look at this then. Looking very composed there at the moment. Here's Rebecca McConnell.
Again a rear flat.
Is it? I don't believe it! Psychologically, this must be crushing for McConnell. Now there's bad luck, and then there's bad luck. Mountain bike racing is brutal, Bart.
It's brutal, especially when it goes wrong with your bike.
Over the hour mark now, incredibly hot out there. Ah, no more trouble. Her bad day is going to worse here. Terrible for Rebecca McConnell. And there is Mona Mitterwallner coming into view now then. The Austrian is on the move here this afternoon. Terpstra though, looking phenomenal today. Look at the cadence. Doesn't look in any trouble whatsoever despite the altitude, despite the heat out there. Mitterwallner now up to 2nd place.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. But it is Anne Terpstra that's going to do it again. She did it here in 2019. She comes up to the line to take her 2nd ever World Cup win. Terpstra on top in the Pyrenees. An amazing ride, flawless from start to finish. She doesn't mind the thin air, the dizzying heights of Andorra. And that one looked easy for her.
It was really, really good. I knew I was in good shape coming here, but I never expected to do so well today. So I'm super happy that I could finish this race like this.
Mona Mitterwallner coming up to the line. It's going to be her best ever World Cup finish, and she's loving it.
Yeah, I mean, I struggled in the last weeks with my self-confidence. Just in elite, it's a little bit more difficult to gain self-confidence. Now stepping on the podium, second place, best ever World Cup result is absolutely a great day.
And by far Ramona Forchini's best ever World Cup finish as well. Look what it means to her as she comes across the line.
What an incredible race that was. Anna Terpstra doing what Anna Terpstra does best, and that's dominating in Andorra. She knows exactly how to play these conditions. I wonder if the men will feel the same. As we've got ready for the race, we've just found out that Matthias Flukiger has withdrawn due to a cold. So I wonder how that's going to shake things up. We'll find out momentarily.
6 laps for these men today, and potentially the hardest race of the year so far. The temperature out there, 35, 36 degrees. We are go, go, go in Andorra then as they sprint towards this first turn out. Vlad Dascalu slipping a pedal and falling back into the pack.
At start, it's important. It's very important. The riders, they know that. And it's dusty today. It's dry.
Look at that. Yep, Koretsky then setting the pace at the moment.
That's a fast start of Viktor Koretsky.
Taking it to everyone.
To see the dust, it will affect the riders definitely today. Looks like Nino is not so good today.
No, I agree with you. This race settling down a little bit now.
Yep, after the fast start of Viktor Koretsky.
Just backing it off a touch. So Braidot, last week's winner, now joining the first 3. A group of 4 with a fair gap back to the next man. Here's Nino out of the saddle, working hard, Bart, trying to keep as many points on the table as he can from today, but definitely not his best Nino today, a long way off it. Can he ride himself back into this race? This time it's Sarrou setting the pace up here, Koretsky going with him.
You can see this dance, a big wall.
Look at the crowd going wild for Valero as he comes up here. Hatherley now back in 29th, so only right back there with his teammate Avancini. It is a massive day for the overall standings, of course, with Matthias Flukiger out, Hatherley having a bad day. But Koretsky now back at the front, driving the pace through here. Pace is slowing a little bit. Why is that, Bob? Because of the absolutely brutalness of the conditions outside, the course, the weather, the altitude. Alan Hatherley doing well, even to be out there, I would say, today, Bart.
He's still in the race.
26th place for him at the moment. I think Valero is putting the hurt on everyone. Boy, he's feeling strong this afternoon. The big man from Spain certainly putting the hurt on everyone now, forcing the pace. What brutal temperature outside today. Well, Schurter then riding his way back into this race. What a savage human being Nino Schurter is. Even on the off days, he will never give up, never quit, this man. Schurter honing
Here he is.
Here he comes, yep, getting closer and closer. And now it's Dascalu that ups the pace. Perhaps feeling the presence of Schurter getting ever closer. He can't let him get back in the game.
No.
It's too dangerous.
It is, yeah.
This last lap's going to be spectacular. And it's Dascalu now with a gap back to Luca Braidot.
When was 1 lap to go, I tried an attack. I was leading with a little gap, but then on that forest I had a mechanical.
Has Dascalu got a problem?
He must have a problem, or he blew up.
And Braidot now takes the lead.
He has something with his bike.
I had to stop to put my shifter like on the right position, and then my wheel was almost touching on the frame. It's so hard to accept this one.
Now Schurter is going to try and swallow up the Romanian. What a shame. Then for Vlad Dascalu, I can't believe it. But it's going to be this man again, pulling off another Italian job here in the Pyrenees. Mamma mia! Luca Braidot wins Andorra. Back-to-back World Cup wins for the Italian. Unbelievable. Valero comes so close to winning his first World Cup race, equaling his best ever World Cup finish with 2nd place. What a ride from Nino Schurter, a punch to the air from him. Not his best weekend, but he battled through.
I can believe it. This week is really magic for me.
Very happy. It's the race to Andorra is incredible. Incredible people. I'm happy. I knew I'm not the best. My preparation wasn't best, and I knew I need to start a bit slow, get into my rhythm, and I managed quite well. Super happy about the third place.
So we close out race day and the thermometer is saying 35 degrees. That is what the riders have had to deal with. And do you know who did it best? Luca Braidot, recording back-to-back World Cup victories, and a great ride for David Valero Serrano. Nino Schurter in third place, making big moves in the overall, especially since Matthias Flukiger wasn't riding. That's going to extend the gap as we head to Snowshoe. It's been unbelievable racing here in the hot, sunny, wildly dusty and altitudinal Andorra. From me, from all the fans who are watching the podium celebrations, goodbye, and we'll see you in Snowshoe.